Let's take a look at question 29. A bus has a seating capacity of either 36 adults or 54 children. After 4 adults and 39 children have boarded the bus, at most, how many more children can still board the bus? Okay, let's take a look at this capacity. So we can either have 36 adults, I use A to representing adult, or we can take 54 children. Here we use C to represent a child. And you can see the ratio now between A and C now is A over C. That is going to be 54 over 36. Okay, so we divided both numerator and denominator by 9. So we're going to have 6 over 4 or 3 over 2. That means each adult is going to take 1.5 child in terms of seating capacity. So now the total capacity is actually 54 child. And since we already have 4 adults, so we minus 4A, and we always have 39 children, so minus 39 child. Okay, and because 1 adult is equivalent to 1.5 children, 3 over 2 children, so in this way we can have total capacity 54C minus 4 times A. A is equivalent to 3 over 2C minus 39C, right? So if we do the math, we can figure out the answer is going to be 54 minus 6 minus 39 child, okay? So the answer in this case is going to be 9C, right? So we can take 9 more children boarding on the bus. Question 30. The table below shows the number of goals scored by each basketball player of the basketball club. And 75% of players scored fewer than 3 goals. How many players scored 3 goals? Let's look at the first condition here. 75% of players scored fewer than 3 goals. So now let's look at the number of goals scored by each player. 0, 1, 2 are all fewer than 3 goals, right? So now in terms of number of players, in this case, we have 8, 15, and 7, right? So the total number of players scored fewer than 3 goals is going to be 8 plus 15 plus 7, okay? And these players consist of 75%. So let's divide everything by 75%. That will return us the total number of players, okay? So we have 30 minus divided by 75% in this case, which give us 40, right? So in total, there are 40 players. And so how many players scored 3 balls, right? So then we use the total number of players, 40 minus the number of players scored 0 balls, that is 8, minus players scoring the 1 goal, so that's going to minus 15. Similarly, we minus 7 for the 2 goals and minus 6 for the 4 goals, right? So the difference now is actually representing the number of players who scored exactly 3 goals. So the answer in this case is going to be 40 minus 36 equals to 4.